Good Monday. It's actually early afternoon. Some new forecast models are coming out, but I just want to go through what they were showing over the next week. Start off, it's going to be a pretty warm day. Less windy today, so not as quite of a fire danger, but still fire is prohibited. Not permitted. Prohibited. For the short term here until the fire marshal says it's okay. Don't go burning. You can get in trouble, and it could cause problems, so I wouldn't do it. So here we are with a high over top of us. Here's that low to the southwest that at one point we thought may come into our area and cause us some interesting weather. Definitely never materialized. So we're pretty warm here with winds trying to move out of the southwest. What we were looking at on Wednesday was this, as this front kind of came through in this high to the north. And you're going to see these sagging lines here of cold air damming coming out east of the mountains. It's backed off a little bit on its severity. So at one point it was showing a little more pronounced cold air damming, so now a little less. So maybe we'll get up into the low 60s versus only being in the 50s on Wednesday. So a little better. So that's good news for people who are wanting warmer weather. Still have this cold high to the east and easterly winds, so it's probably going to increase the clouds and bring us a little bit cooler, but it moves on pretty quickly on out of here, and we warm back up. So pretty warm as we head into the next weekend. And everything turns, and watching this low here to the west, and this has been the ongoing kind of interesting weather feature. I can definitely tell you it's evolved a little bit on the models here. Originally there was a really strong low pressure here. Now we're seeing kind of like a dual low structure. If you have that, you're not going to get as strong of a consolidated low pressure for a bit. It ultimately does consolidate and become strong, but not as strong as it once looked. It was one time below like 970 for its low pressure. Still gets pretty low, but not quite as low. Still a lot of strong southerly winds, which will warm our temperatures on up there. So as we go into the weekend, look for warmer weather. Maybe a few showers, because there's going to be a warm front associated with that. I'll have to see. I don't think it's a washout. Saturday looks like a windy day, but not a rainy day. So maybe some showers. And then there's this low that is showing up here on the forecast models, forming along the front down here in the south. It could push our way and bring us rain on Sunday into Monday. This would be good if we could get a good amount of rain out of it. The outlook by the Weather Prediction Center is showing for as much as an inch of rain out of the system. We really need it. And, of course, it cools down after that. As a front pulls out, there's a pretty strong front. It's going to bring in colder air. Highs to our west, bringing the cold air from the north. That's always the signal there. And cold kind of holds on for a few days, but then we get another low out to the west, bringing in strong southwesterly winds and southerly winds here. So, although I think it's going to be warm this week, it looks to me, if I was looking at this, that it would even be warmer the following week. As that high kind of gets to the east of us, it starts bringing the strong southerly and southwesterly flow. And even some humidity. Here comes another little wave of low pressure. Don't really concentrate on that. But at some point, will be another front that comes through. And then later on, another big low pressure system goes through. And it cools us off a little bit here as we head late into the season. So in general, I think, though, if I was to look at everything that I see, what we're going to have is we'll have a pretty warm today, tomorrow. Wednesday, a little bit chillier as we get a little bit of the back to our cold front, but maybe not as cold as it looked at one point. So, highs only in the 60s with some easterly winds bringing in some cloudiness. But it looks like the warmth recovers, and then in the weekend we get strong southerly winds. Maybe a few showers around, maybe some cloudiness, but really nice weather. And then it looks like some good shower chances on Sunday into Monday. Exactly how that transpires is yet to be seen with that low pressure. Will be a lot of rain or a little bit of rain. Unfortunately, in our area, things on models look really good as far as heavy rain, and then by the time they get here, they're not quite as substantial as we need. Really do need some rain to offset our drought. So hoping that is the case. Then as we go to next week, it looks really warm. Another front could come in sometime during that following week, so we'll have to look. So let's see really quick what the Weather Prediction Center is showing for. So here's the rain outlook. You see this kind of spotty and interesting as far as its makeup. We're getting close to the 1 inch range and the 3/4 inch range here. We're getting a little bit of a help with the mountains. And then the more moist air will give it a little more rise to maybe some showers and storms to the east. Again, it's mainly going to come on Sunday to Monday of this coming weekend. There's really no chances of rain between now and then. So it's going to be a dry week. If you got to get something done outside, you can. And not really have to worry about precipitation with it. That's pretty much it. So dry week, warmer, then slightly cooler on Wednesday, then warmer again as we go into the weekend, then rain on Sunday and Monday. Have a good one.